Good morning. According to Webster, a vision is the ability to see, to think about or plan for the future with imagination or wisdom, and a mental image of what the future will or could be. A vision for your life is one of the most powerful ways to guide the direction of your life. And having that vision, it's like having a crystal ball, knowing what the future has in store for you. Do you have a vision for your life? I'm Christine Cottagio, your midlife redesign mentor. And today I'd like to speak to you about why having a life vision is so important for all your successes in life, helping you achieve your goals, reach your dreams, and create the life that you truly want for yourself. So why is a life vision so important? Well, a life vision is our perception of what we want the future to look like for us, what we want the future to hold. And we can create that. We can actually design what that is by having a life vision. If you've heard me speak before, you know I've often said, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? So having a life vision and knowing what direction you're going in, it's your guiding force. It's the force that leads you to everything that you do in your life. It helps you make decisions and create the path that you want for yourself. Instead of wandering aimlessly through life, you know what direction you're going. You know where your Oz is. You know the yellow brick road that you need to take to get you there. And so life becomes much easier and much simpler when you know where you're going and how to get there. And so everything that you do and you perceive about what it is you want for yourself, for your life, you can create by following your vision. The vision is an invaluable, and I say invaluable because it really is priceless. It's a guiding force. It guides you through every decision you need to make, every action you make. It guides you towards the goals that you set for yourself, and it sets you in the direction of your life. We wouldn't get in the car without setting the GPS. So why not have that GPS for our own life? Having a clear vision helps you pursue your dreams. We all have dreams, we all have aspirations, we all have goals, we have things that we want to achieve in our life. But without having a clear vision of what that looks like for us, we don't know how to get there. And chances are we won't achieve those things because we'll be wandering aimlessly. How do I get there? What are the next steps? So having that clear, concise vision of what it is that you truly want to accomplish for yourself, that's your guiding force. It's guiding your direction. A vision is our path for success. Because when you set the action steps in place towards what it is you want to achieve, towards what that vision is for yourself, things will start to happen to guide you there. The universe will respond. Once you set things in motion, things will start to happen. I've seen this recently in two people who are close to me in my life who were kind of stuck in their life and not very adaptable to change and not really wanting to make change, but they were totally uncomfortable where they were. And so they knew something needed to change, but they did not know where to start or how to get there. Their guiding force, actually, is what propelled them. Because even though they didn't know how to get there yet, they knew what it was they wanted to achieve. They knew, in one case, knew he wanted a secure work environment, something that he enjoyed doing and waking up to every day. And so he started envisioning what that would look like for him. In the second case, he just knew he couldn't stay where he was. He decided he needed to get out of that life. He needed to be semi-retired, work more, do more, work less, do more of the things that he enjoyed doing. And so as soon as that thought process started in motion, things started to happen in both cases. And before long, they started getting a clear vision of what it was they actually wanted, because things started showing up. And so they started being open to the opportunities and letting those opportunities guide them. And in so doing, they created the vision. They knew what it was they wanted to achieve. And by creating that vision and putting things in motion, the universe just propelled them. And they both currently have lifestyles that they are totally excited about, totally passionate about, and keep saying, I don't know how I got here so quickly. And both of them was only in a few months' time. It was just a case of putting things in motion, deciding that something needed to change, and envisioning what that was. What it was that they truly wanted for themselves to help guide them in that position. And so by having this vision, a clear vision of what it is that you want to achieve, that propels you towards what it is. And things will start to show up and things will happen to bring you to that direction. Also, when obstacles show up and life starts throwing curveballs, we all have a tendency to stray from what it is that we may think we want to do. And we may think, okay, I'll never be able to do that because, I'm in financial trouble right now, or because I just got divorced, or because I just lost my job. And we think of all the reasons why we can't achieve what it is that we want. And so we give up on those dreams and we set them aside, and we don't really open that box. We stick it on a shelf and we forget about it. And we don't open that box anymore because we're kind of stuck in our ways and figure this is the way it's supposed to be. But if those obstacles show up and you have a clear vision of what it is that you want, it helps get you through those obstacles, because now you have a purpose. You have something to work towards. You have something to work for. And so those obstacles, no matter how difficult they may become, they are not binding you to a life that you're not content with. They are actually moving you closer towards your vision, because now you have the passion and the desire to get there sooner. So obstacles, they're only brief challenges because we learn how to circumvent them when we have a vision of what we want to achieve. So having that vision helps us work through those obstacles and get closer to where it is we want to go. Having a vision is really a measurement for success. How often have you said, oh, I'll know I've gotten there. I know I've made it when, I have the Mercedes, or I'll know I made it when I have the house on the ocean, and or whatever it might be for you. But we always set those parameters for ourselves that we know we've made it when. But when you know what that vision is, and you can clearly see it in your mind, and everything you do on a daily basis is bringing you towards that and closer to it, that's your measurement for success. That is how you will measure that you truly made it and that you've truly accomplished what it is that you want for your life. We all want to create the life that we want for ourselves. The secret is knowing what that life is, and that's what the vision is. Many people say, I want oodles of money, I want the big house, I want this and that, but they don't really know the road to get there. And they don't really know what it will look like. Who will you be with? Where will it be? What will the rest of your life be like? Will you be working? Will you be on a beach in Tahiti? What is that vision that you want for yourself so that you can, on a day-to-day basis, think about how you're going to get there? Now, we've all heard many times our thoughts are our reality. And it's the same premise. It's exactly the same premise, because this is what you focus on. When you have a vision, you have a focus. You can see the forest for the trees. You can see where it is that you need to get to. The trick is to creating then the action steps that will get you there. So having a vision actually motivates you to succeed and accomplish your goals. And in so doing, you will achieve success. You will achieve the things that you want, because now you have a direction. You have a guiding force. You can see what it is that you are working towards. Many people who may be in career positions say, 2 more years until I can retire, or, 5 more years before I can get my pension. We always see that. We see those visions because we see them and we know that's what we want. But what happens beyond that? As a midlife redesignment, or I see this all the time with people who, can't wait to retire. And then when they get there, they're like, now what? I can sleep in, I can watch TV all day, I can golf all I want, but what do I want to do for the rest of my life? And so putting a life vision in place of what it is you truly want to accomplish for your life. What passions do you want to bring to life? What dreams do you want to make reality? So your life vision, creating a life vision, actually helps that happen. You can get the pension and you can retire and you can do all those things. But what happens beyond? There again, in my mentoring, I see so many people who never planned for after retirement because they never expected to live that much longer after retirement. And of course, those dynamics have all changed. And so you may retire, but you may have another 20, 30, in some cases, maybe even 40 years of the rest of your life. What will you do with your big, audacious life? Do you want to create some purpose and fulfillment that you have not been able to achieve? Do you want to bring those dreams to life? What is it that you truly want? Do you want to create a legacy? The whole key to creating the vision is knowing what it is you want. And when I work with my clients, there are a lot of ways that exercises and tools that we use to help understand and really create what it is that you do want for the rest of your life. Because without knowing what you want, you cannot create that vision. And so you never will bring any of those goals, dreams, or aspirations into reality because you don't know what you're working towards. So, my advice today is think about what it is you want for your life. What is it you truly want? The oodles of money, the big house, that's all great, but what is that going to bring you? What is that going to achieve for you? What is that going to fulfill to make you say that your life has been worthwhile? So my first bit of advice to accomplish the vision and create the vision is to think about what it is you truly want. Because if you don't know that, you can't create a future. You won't be able to create the future that you want. And when you're thinking about that destination that you want for your life and that vision, it should include the emotional, it should include the physical, the spiritual, and the intellectual. Quite often, we forget to include all those other areas of our life. But it really needs to include all of that to be able to have a concise destination, a concise vision of what it is that we want. So some questions you should ask for ask yourself, okay? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in your life? Physical location, career location, whatever that is for you. Where do you want to be? And with whom? Or maybe alone in the mountains. And how do you picture your life? What is it you see for yourself? What is it that you've always dreamed about? When we're children, we always have these big visions for our life. And as we get older, we kind of let them go by the wayside. Life gets in the way and we start being realist. And, it's unfortunate, but here's your opportunity now to take on that childlike behavior again. And think about, what is that big vision for your life? What did you dream about and think about when you were a kid? What were the things you always thought you wanted to do? Those are guideposts. Those are guideposts. We've just set them aside because we grew up. But those are guideposts. So think about those kind of things when you think about how you picture the rest of your life. And build a big vision. Build it big, okay? Visualize it. Visualize it. It is a manifestation process, and I'll be talking about that in another video. But visualize it. Our thoughts become our reality. See it. See what you're wearing. See what color your hair was. See how much hair you have. See what that looks like for you. Think about going beyond your current reality. Don't think about where you are now. The only reason we need to think about where we are now is when we start putting together a timeline and action plan for how we get from where we are to where we want to go. But don't think about, other than that, don't think about your current reality. Think beyond. Think beyond limitations. There are no limitations in your vision. Make believe. Make believe. I have a quote from Jim Rohn. It says, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. Wouldn't you like to plan your own life? Create the life that you desire for yourself? Having a life vision And putting that into place will help you create the life that you desire for yourself. And if you'd like to learn more about how you can do that, I invite you to join me. Coming up starting on September 17th is my group coaching program, a 6-week program, Life by Design. And it's the preliminary to the vision map, which we'll be launching in the fall. And Life by Design helps you start doing some of the work and answering some of these questions. What do you really want? What do you see for yourself for the rest of your life? So it helps you start answering some of those questions, and it'll help you define, design, and create that life that you want for yourself. It'll help you clarify your goals and priorities and values so that you can do that. And it'll help you identify what it is you truly want. And it'll help you start creating the roadmap and the action steps that will help you accomplish those goals. So starting September 17th, in 6 weeks together, you will identify and reflect on what you truly want for your life, reignite your enthusiasm for your life, and get inspired, because as you start to do this work, you get excited about what is possible. Because we usually don't think about that on our day-to-day. But when we can start to think about what is possible for us, we get excited, we get passionate, and it reignites us and re-energizes us. And it also helps us refocus and move forward with a fresh new outlook. So if you're interested in joining me for Life by Design, visit my webpage at christinecatagio.com/Life by Design. I will post the link underneath the video. I look forward to seeing you in Life by Design, and I hope you prepare to create the life that you desire for yourself and create a vision for what is possible for your life. Have a great day. Ciao for now.